You know what time it is. You know what time it is.
How firm thy friendship. Oh,
you know what time it is. Raw with them boys of the fall. You know what time it is. On the ground with a nose for the ball. You know what time it is. Blood, sweat, and them tears for this game. Leaving it all out on the field with no fear for you lanes. And it's Buckeyes by a billion. We in the building with over 100,000. We represent from the uttermost to the public housing. And if we don't play, all wide receivers got your secondary shook, so they cook them like Bobby Flay. Hey, stay out of my way and trust me, cause I know it's OH. Somebody please give this brother an IO. Come on.
What up, Buckeye Nation? Welcome to the Buckeye Boys, where we talk about college football with real fans. I'm Devin. That's Mello. And as you can see, we got another big-time guest with us. Big-time Buckeye target, Deuce Geralds. Deuce, how you doing tonight, bro?
Doing great, sir.
Yeah, good, man. Nice to have you on here. Good timing here, right? Just getting off official visits, different things like that. So we're excited to dive into that side of it, get to know you as a person and a football player. Mello, how you doing today?
Man, I'm good. Glad we finally got Deuce. You know, Gwinnett County boys strong. You know, Ohio State like their Gwinnett County boys. Ball, a lot of good ball down here in Gwinnett, man.
Yeah, for sure. If you're in the chat, man, show us that support, show us that love, hit that like button. Share this on your X, your Instagram, your Facebook. You know what to do there. Hop in the chat if you're watching and chat it up with some of these fans in there, man. But, dudes, let's just dive right into it, man. Obviously, clearly, you're a big-time football player being recruited by all the big-time schools in the nation. But that had to start somewhere. So take us back to that moment when it started. How old were you when you started playing football, and why?
I started playing football since I was like when I was around 5, 6 years old. 5, 6 years old, I started playing football. I was born in Baton Rouge. That's where I started playing football at. So I played football out there. My dad, my dad played football also. He played football. He was playing college football at Ole Miss when I was born, and he ended up playing professional ball for the Saints and the Browns, and played a bunch of arena football and like in those other leagues too. So just watching my dad like at a very young age, like just put the work in and like be a football player just inspired me a lot and just wanted me to be like my dad and just like I just wanted like to be like for do it for myself also on top of that. So it was just like seeing my dad be like a football player just inspired me, and that's the reason why I started playing football so young and was able to just start going at it.
So,
Nice.
how old were you when you moved to Georgia, by the way? I'm just wondering.
I moved to Georgia when I moved to Georgia when I was 8 years old. So when I was eight, I moved to Georgia, moved to this area, and then it like I feel like football really like football is great in Louisiana, but the like platform that Georgia puts you on, like in Gwinnett, especially Gwinnett County with the trainers and like just the platform, different platforms out here, like the media coverages, it's just amazing out here. So it really like propelled me for my football career.
Yeah, nice, man. So we talked to a lot of recruits, and especially today's day and age with the recruiting process and trainers and the whole nine yards. Recruits have to surround themselves with a support group. So can you kind of let us know who that is for you? Who are the people close to you that are helping you with this process and that have helped you become the football player you are today?
Yeah, I'll definitely say my parents and my just like my family, they're just such great supporters since like I was like I said, like since I was young, like around seventh, eighth grade, when I started getting my offers and stuff like that. Like when I was young, my parents took me to all the college football camps I needed to go to. I was going to Bama, I was going to Ohio State in eighth grade, I was going to all these camps, Clemson, like at very like in seventh or when I think I was going to eighth grade. When I was going to eighth grade, that's when it was happening. So I'm a rising eighth grader going against high schoolers at camps, dominating. That's really got my like. That's what got colleges an eye on me very early to see that I could play, I could compete against older guys and compete against the best. They'll put me in the elite groups with the older like high schoolers that was going to 11th grade senior year, like, and I was still doing what I needed to do against them. So that really just put they got their eye on me early.
Nice.
So, Growing up in Georgia and Gwinnett County, can you let people know what type of competitions in Gwinnett? Just a few D1 prospects out here, and at what age, seeing how so much talent is in Gwinnett County, just the county alone, not even the whole state of Georgia. At what age did you know that you were different and like you had a bright future playing this sport?
Yeah, like I said, like when I first had moved to Georgia, like when I was playing it was 8U ball out here. I had started playing for the Peachtree Ridge Lions when I moved out here. So it was just like as soon as I got here, it was just like after my first game, it was just like media coverage is just like already like happening. So they was covering us and they was like making articles about us, like just talk about how good this player will play or like the MVP of a game and stuff. So that like stuff like that, even though like we didn't have it at Louisiana, it was just like that's like a boost of confidence. So it just like boosted my confidence a lot, seeing I was able to overcome and like be a standout over amongst a bunch of other like great players. And it was just like players on my team, like a player when I first moved here, a player on my team that y'all might know, Tyler Atkinson. He was my boy. We first my first time moving to Georgia, he was me and him, because I was supposed to be like I was an alpha coming from where I was coming from, and he was an alpha of that team. So like at first we had bumped heads, but then we had become best friends from it. So it was just like stuff like that, like meeting those guys, and like it's just iron sharp as iron. So it's just like that's just like one of the guys that from Gwinnett County, like even like the Buckeyes, the current Buckeyes at Ohio State right now, with Caleb Downs. I played against him in high school. I know his family very well. Edric Houston, I played against him. K Mac, I grew up with K Mac. It's just K McDonald. So it's just like that Gwinnett. It's just it doesn't get like any better out here. Like the football talent out here is just amazing.
Yeah, we saw a video of on one of your visits of you giving Edric quite a hard time in there, talking about getting ripped or something like that. You guys are going back and forth. So that was cool to see, man. I bet you that's cool going on these different visits and running into, football players you've played against or friends that you have. That's probably another whole cool aspect of this whole thing, man. But Deuce, before we dive into the Ohio State specific stuff, bro, what kind of person are you? We know you're a football player, but what do you like to do outside of football? What do you do when you're little? You an outdoors dude? You a fisher? You a hunterman? A hunterman. What the heck is a hunterman, dude? That's wild. I just made up a word. But or you playing video games? What you doing, man? Give us a description of yourself.
Yeah, I'm really a sociable person. Like I like getting out, being able to talk to people. I just like almost like networking, but like it's not even just about business. Like I like hear about other people's lives, what they have like to have going on, like what inspires them, like what they have to do. And I'm really a big time movie guy. I love movies. I watch all types of movies, and like I really like. I've almost like gotten to the field to like I'm like interested in being almost a director later on, and like after football, like I want to be a director, screenwriter, something like that. Get into that because I'm really like I love movies. I watch them all the time, and like the way I watch movies is just not normal. Like I watch movies like I'm already assuming and like inferring what's gonna happen next, and like just by the music they play, the camera angles they might use. Like so, I get into all that. So yeah, I'm just like a real person. Like that's like the stuff I'm interested in, and I like to get into. And yeah, I just like talking with people, getting to know people more, and getting to know like what they do and what inspires them.
I'm
What's your
smiling
favorite
so
genre?
big. I'm smiling so big because I'm very familiar with that, dude. I love movies, man. So Mello has that question,
Yeah.
but I got to ask real fast, dude. Give me, I know it's hard to pin down a number one movie, but let me hear a couple movies that you're big into. I'm curious as what type of movies you
Now,
like.
I know what my favorite movie is. It like usually catches people off guard, but my favorite like movie of all time is Forrest Gump. Like it's just that movie. It's just that
That
movie.
ain't cut me off.
It's like a movie that's like always the storyline is great, and it's just like the movie never gets old. Like every time you see it come on, like you can watch it because it's just like it just never like gets old to me. Like it's just like you always could watch it and like just get used to it. And it's like a good feel movie. It's not like it's funny. It's drama. It's like it's not scary or nothing, but like yeah, like it just like it gives like a good family feel. It's not too bad. It's just a good feeling movie. Yeah, it's just like that storyline of like the way I look at it is he was told from birth that he wasn't gonna be able to do anything, and then like he ended up living the fullest life like that anybody could live, like being able to like go through what he went through, with all the accolades he accomplished, being an All American, Purple Heart, ping pong world champ. Like it was just like crazy. Like he was able to accomplish like from like because since birth he was told that he wasn't going to be able to walk, and then he become like one of the fastest people out here leading. Like it was just like what he had, like the stuff he was able to do throughout his life. It just shows like anything is possible. Like no matter what people tell you, like if you wanna go get it, you go get it.
Amen, man. No, I
Very
like that
mature
too.
answer for such a young dude. Like, especially how you broke it down, the different lessons that are in the movie. So I could tell you're very intelligent for sure. But what is your favorite genre of music? I mean, of movies.
I'll definitely probably say it's probably like more of the suspenseful thriller, like drama, like around that area, like that those like type of movies, because that's like it's like with those type of movies, like you had like that, those are the movies I like to infer. Like it's just like, oh, what's gonna happen next? Like with like, oh, like you might like I might look for certain clues in movies like that to like give away, like that's not really like it might be. I don't know how, like it's just like certain details you might see or notice that like they like a show or a movie might try to leave out, and then you peep, like it's just like, oh, that I know why, like they trying to set something up later down the line throughout the movie to like give you a little twist towards the end. Like it's like this one movie like Prisoners. Y'all ever watch Prisoners?
Yeah,
I've
I
seen that
have.
one
Like
yet.
yeah, that movie,
That's a
like
good
where
one.
like down the line, the whole time it was they thought it was the kid, but it was the kid's mom who was kidnapping the people and stuff. So I had peeped that, like it's like the details in that. You gotta like if you watch the movie slowly and watch the details, you can see like how they set it up for her to be the kidnapper the whole time.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, man. It's fun trying to figure out and unwrap that. You got everybody having guesses on who the killer is and who it is, and I love trying to guess that and be the one that's right in that scenario. But man, let's dive into it a little bit here, more of the Ohio State side of things. But before we do that, man, tell me who did you have a college team growing up, a particular team that you love to watch that you're a big fan of?
That's an L.
Yeah, I'll definitely say like being a Baton Rouge kid, being from Baton Rouge, LSU was definitely my team growing up. Between LSU and Ole Miss, because when I was born, that's when my dad was playing. Between those two teams, those were definitely the two biggest teams I love watching, like growing up. Like definitely LSU because I was from Baton Rouge. So yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense, man. Makes sense. Let's just dive right into it, dude. When did Ohio State get in the picture? And when did that relationship with them start? And who was it that reached out to you?
It was like around eighth grade. Me and my dad decided to go up because me and my dad always was interested, like always like looked into all the stuff with football. So we noticed that Larry Johnson, the D line coach up there, was putting out like crazy D linemen like Nick Bosa, Joey Bosa, and Chase Young. So we was like, man, I was like, yeah, that's a camp I definitely want to check out, since like that's the same D line coach that coached all those guys. I'll definitely go up there and learn from him and see what I could like see what he thinks of me and how I look up there. So I went up there to the camp, competed, dominated, and he saw me. He was like, man, you so young. He was like, I don't want to make no offer to you yet. Like I haven't even because mind you, I haven't touched the high school field. So like just like with Coach Johnson, he was like he was respecting me, but he was like, I want to see you play a couple high school games. When you have those high school games under your belt, he's like, I'll be giving you a call, and that's exactly what he did. As soon as because after my first high school game, I stepped on the field. I had 3 sacks in the first half of the game. So yeah, it was against some big time commits. It was a UJ commit I was going against too. So I had 3 sacks my first high school game ever. So after that, the rest was history. And then me and Coach Johnson developed a great relationship over the time.
Nice,
So when
man.
you were working out for with Coach Johnson, was he teaching you anything new that you didn't know? Has he implemented anything in your game that you feel will help you out in terms of moving forward? And like
Yeah,
everyone calls him the GOAT. Do you feel that way?
yeah, I definitely feel like Coach Johnson is the GOAT. He has all the accolades to prove so. Like it's just unmatched. Like with his production of NFL D linemen and the way he develops them and has them in college and in the NFL, the way they get to that second contract and they're able to still like dominate the league. So like he really has the accolades and the proof to show that he is the GOAT D-line coach, and that's without a doubt. So yeah, like you said, to answer your first question, he's definitely like always. He's still teaching me to this day about different stuff. Like every time I see him, it's something different. Like it's either it's my stance, my get off, the way I throw a move, what my aiming points are, my hands. Like he's always developing me. So I'm really grateful for that. I look at him like me, and my family, like we have a great relationship with my my mom. Look at him as almost her dad. Like the way he's able to like to keep that connection and that, like it's just amazing.
Yeah, it sounds like Larry's done a good job at creating that relationship with you and your parents and whatnot. And there are so many different factors, right, that come into a college kid or a high school kid these days making that decision. So, can you walk us through, right? Obviously, I haven't heard that you're like close to making a decision or anything, but can you walk us through where you're at now, as in terms of what are you trying to pick out from different schools? You know, you got different factors here. You got development, you got life
Mm-hmm.
after football, you got the nil factor that's also included in that. That's just the truth of college football now. That's also included in there. But where are you at now? What's going to be that factor that's going to determine ultimately where you pick to go to school at?
Yeah, that's the one thing I've really been looking for. I like because I feel like with all the schools I picked, like I think like with like because I'm with right now I'm within five. The five schools I didn't pick, I feel like which are well the five schools are LSU, Ole Miss, Michigan, Ohio State, Oregon, and with those five schools, I feel like they all do like education wise, I'm taking care of development wise, I'm taking care of the way like the team like is at winning because winning is a big part for me. Like that's taken care of. So like it's just like I've really been looking for that factor that's going to separate like that one school. So that's what I'm looking for right now. I'm looking down the line to see like what factor is going to be the factor that separates like that one school from everybody else. Because I feel like really all those schools are on the on like they would like Ohio State they just won a national championship. So like they're up there for winning for me, and the development with Coach Johnson is up there for me. So it's just like it's different factors that like all these schools have. Maybe one might outshine the other, but all of them have it. So it's just a matter of what I look for, like that one factor that's going to separate all of them. So that's what I'm looking for right now.
Gotcha.
One of those factors be culture. I know you said that K Mac and Edric and Caleb, you're close with all of them. Have you talked to them about what it's like to be a Buckeye, what it's like to live in Columbus, and what everyday life is like up
Yeah.
there? And what are your thoughts on Ohio State in terms of those factors and what they've told you?
Yeah, I definitely feel like with Columbus, I feel like that's one of the best cities, especially out of the schools I have. Between them and LSU, I feel like they have the best like college town city out of anybody. Like I feel like that's the most comfortable I could be at, out of any of the places, especially with the player connections I have up there already. So it's just like I'm able to connect with the different players up there because even outside of only the Gwinnett kids, like the kid Jaquez Carter, me and him have a great relationship. Zion Grady, I train with him. It is I have a great connection with a bunch of Buckeyes up there. I'm able to connect with them on so many different things that like with that city, like they tell me the truth. Like the city is like great. It's like they've taken me around sometimes and they showed me like how it is. And I feel like it's a great town. Like I feel like it's really not no drop off. Like it's not like oh I'll be sacrificing this because it's like it's just a great city, great town to be in, and I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, yeah. That's nice, man. I'm sure you'll understand why I'm asking this question once I ask the question. But Buckeye
Okay.
Nation, right? We're psychos. Okay. So we break every little aspect down. And there's this big thing going on right now in Buckeye Nation with Larry Johnson. Can Larry Johnson get this thing done? Right. And a lot of people say that he is negatively recruited against because of his age and different things like that. Yet we just see what he just did in the NFL draft, putting out, the entire defensive line got
Yeah.
drafted. That's a
Big
pretty big
time.
deal there, right? So in terms of looking for a school, I'm going to ask it this way so everybody's cleared and not talking about anybody specific. In terms of looking for a school and looking at the coach you want to go be coached, that you want to coach you, is age a factor? right? When you're going around talking to these different coaches, if you're talking to a young coach or versus talking to an old coach, what would you prefer, right? If you could just pick and choose, man.
Uh, it's not. To be honest, I don't really see it as a factor of the age. It's just a matter of, are they still gonna be able to push me? Like, is it gonna be a drop off? Like with Coach Johnson, like let's say, like let's take two to compare. Like Coach Johnson and his young protege at one point, Joyner at Ole Miss, who used to work with Coach Johnson, a young
Yeah.
coach versus an old coach. I feel like both of them, even though like of course Joyner, like he might be younger, but he might have more energy than Coach Johnson. As long as they're both able to develop me and there's no drop off in coaching, then I don't see the age as a factor. Like if they're both able to get the same job done, the age does not matter to me at all. So as long as they're able to be there, the years I'm there, the 3 to 4 years I'm there, and develop me and coach me at a high level, regardless, then the age does not matter to me at all.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep. So, in terms of LJ, and what have you been hearing about him as a coach in terms of, since you know so many people on the team, what are their viewpoints of LJ?
I've only heard good things about Coach LJ. It's just the way he loves on you and the way he coaches, like he doesn't curse at all. Like Coach Johnson does not curse, and he takes pride in that. Like the way he approaches you, he's going to break it down to you, develop you, and make sure you understand what he like what he's trying to get you to do. So he's not going to just yell at you and scream and cuss and tell you, "Oh, that's wrong." He's going to actually like break it down to you, tell you what you need to do and why you're doing it. So I just know he's like basically a philosopher at like this D line stuff. So like he's the guru when it comes to it. So he knows what he's doing. You need to listen, and you just got to listen to the way he talks. Like he's gonna like break it down to you. He's gonna do it the best way he can.
Yeah, yeah. Well, man, we'll start wrapping it up a little bit here, dude. It's been an awesome interview, getting to know you, but I kind of want to hear about the official visit. So, can you just walk through some of those details of that, what you went through there? And at the end of it, when you get done explaining, can you let Buckeye Nation know if that official visit moved the needle at all? If it brought Ohio State further up your list, further down your list, or anything like that. So, official visit, man.
The official visit was amazing. Like the way they had everything set up for me and my family, I really appreciated it. It was just really a blessing. Like just be able to take official visit to not only the Ohio State Buckeyes, but the reigning national champions right now. So it was just like that experience was unmatched because they're the only team that there's only one national champ, and they was the champ. So it was just like being able to be up there and take an official visit to the national champions and the Ohio State Buckeyes, a legendary program. It was just amazing. The coaches and their staff just made it feel so home, like a home feeling for me and my family, and like the people I had up there with me. It was just amazing. Then like being in that uniform, it's just like you can feel how real it is to be like put on that scarlet and gray, and just unmatched like that feeling. So it's just like it almost like gets you in that mode to almost take on the field with it. So it's just like
Yeah.
it made it real realistic. Like it just made it realistic just to be there, coach day, and like he has a great staff. Like that program, it's just amazing.
So I want to back up because we forgot to ask this question. So when you originally got recruited, we had a completely different DC, Jim Knowles. He left and went to Penn State. So have you developed or talked to Matt Patricia at all? And have you talked about how he sees you fitting on into the defense? And what are
Yeah,
your
he
thoughts on
definitely
him
sees me
as a
as
DC?
yeah, the Coach Patricia and me have built a relationship already. He sees me as a very versatile piece with my pass rush ability in their defense. So he can see me rushing inside and out, like just making plays anywhere I'm needed. So me and Coach Patricia is like it really was no drop off between the DCs at all because Coach Patricia came in and picked up like he was already there for years. So the way Coach Patricia came in, like me and him actually like had a great meeting because he was actually teaching me like I was curious about some more of the back end type stuff like why they're doing this while what we're doing up there, like so he really walked me through some of the coverages and gave me more of the rules so I could understand the game all the way around. I'm not just like one minded about what I'm doing, so like I know how like what the back end is in and like what they need to do with the DBs and stuff, so I have a full understanding of the entire game. So me and Coach
Nice.
Patricia have a great relationship, and I'm glad he's there right now. I feel like he's the perfect guy to bring in. Coming from a winning culture, winning background too, it's just amazing.
Yeah, man. Being the Buckeye fan, from my perspective, I just kind of want you to correct me if I'm wrong. From my perspective, I've been following your recruitment. I've been following you as a player. I'm a big fan, man. I think you're, no matter where you go, I think you're going to kill it in the college game. You got the work ethic. You got the. I mean, I saw you at that rivals camp, just tearing people up, man. So you're going to be a beast wherever you go. But just to get a better understanding here, from the outside looking in, it looks like Ohio State has zoned in on you as a big time player. Like, hey, we want to get you. And I mean, you said you were camping there in the 8th grade. Larry Johnson honed on you then. And since then, it seems like they've put a lot of effort into building that relationship with you. Are they at the top there as far as schools that have put in the time and the effort to build that relationship with you towards the top? Is that a correct assumption to make, or have a lot of teams been in it super early?
I mean, it's definitely like I've been like I said since 8th grade, like with them and Ole Miss. They have definitely been like my like longest recruiting. Like they've been recruiting me for the longest. I've been built the best relationship with their programs and like their like the people there. Like just not just the coaches, but it's like the players, the other staff, support staff, like all of them. I built such a great relationship with them, especially Ohio State. Like it just Coach Johnson been there for the longest, and I've been recruited by him for the longest. So it's just like that relationship is unmatched. So it's really like Ohio State has definitely been one of my top schools for a while. So it's just yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Mello, you got any final
Of
questions
course.
for Deuce?
So I've been watching. Well, my kids go to Brookwood High School.
Okay.
I ran into your quarterback dad, uh, QB Cross. I ran into his dad
Of
at a
course.
track meet at Collins Hills. So he said they were all giving you hell about going to the team up north, and I like, yeah, keep letting them know. Like we don't do that type of stuff. Like I'm gonna have to call K Mac and Edric and get on them about that. But I personally, my personal belief, I've been watching you. I've taken some film. I went to the Parkview game when you played Parkview, and they got a big time offensive tackle that committed to UGA, and it was raining that night, right?
Yes,
And
sir.
this is the I'm videotaping in the rain, and the very first play, you ran right through that tackle's chest and got the sack. And I called Dev immediately, like, dude, this dude's a real one. And then I watched what you do. Because you guys couldn't throw the ball that well because it was raining. So they lined you up in the backfield. They split you out wide. And I was like, dude, this dude is a freak. And honestly, in my opinion, I think you're the best defensive tackle in the class. I've been saying it for a while. And I mean, obviously, I'm more privileged to that information because I could see more games because I'm right in Gwinnett County.
Yeah,
But
yes, sir.
I just wanted to give you your flowers while the time was near and while we had you up here.
So I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Wrapping up here, just let us know. I'm sure you're absolutely sick of hearing this freaking question, but any timeline that you're thinking on making a decision?
I definitely want to make it before this season. I don't have an exact pinpoint date yet, but I'll probably be coming up with one soon. That'll be out on social media. Well, when I get my social media back, it'll be out there. So,
What
Yeah,
happened to it? Because we were looking for you on IG.
man, that my one of my videos for the Rivals kept of me kind of like handling somebody got it got looked at as a child abuse or assault. So they took my Instagram away. It's been suspended for like 4 days because
That is hilarious.
I guess I was too. I played the game. I was doing my one on ones a little bit too aggressive or something. So they took my Instagram away and said it was child abuse and reported my account. And I had my account suspended and disabled.
bro. If I was a defensive tackle and that happened to me, I would hang that. I would make that a plaque and put it on my wall. Suspended for 4 days for child abuse at a
Yeah,
camp.
like it's
Plus child
crazy.
abuse. Somebody in the comments was like, Deuce, calm down. That's someone's child. I know the clip you're talking
Uh,
about, but I gotta ask, where'd you learn that spin move? Because it's ferocious. It's like you're going straight to power, and then all of a sudden they're getting ready to take that contact, and you're just gone.
Yeah, it's just definitely like something I've been working on like for forever with my trainer Marcus Howard. He's been my D line trainer for like for years. So like, I just been putting in that work. Actually, I'm about to go. I just got done lifting. I'm about to go work out with him right now. I'm across the street. We about to go hit the field and put some work in, work on that spin move a little bit more. And it's just like the steps and the way you set up the move, like the way you set up moves. Like you gotta just know what moves you've done against somebody before or what they've been watching, and you just gotta know what they're gonna fall for or what they want to do. So like with that old lineman, I knew he wanted to punch hard and step at me and jump set. So I knew if I had stepped at him real quick and spun right back outside, he was gonna miss his punch, and that's exactly what happened. So
My
Nice,
last
man.
thing, Dev. Everybody's talking about the jersey. They're like, is he wearing a Blocko? Is he wearing a Blocko? Is that a Deuce Geralds Ohio State jersey that you got on right now?
nah, it's some what actually one of my grandparents had got it for me. It's a I really don't know what it is. I think I want to say it's almost like a hockey jersey or something. I don't know what it
Yeah,
is, but it's like just a little
that's
long
Yeah,
what it
sleeve
looked like.
it's
Buckeye
fire
jersey.
though.
Yeah, they had got it for me, so I felt like it was a time to wear it, so I had put it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man. Well, dude, I'm telling you, man. We've already told you here, but as a Buckeye fan, we hope and we pray that you choose the Buckeyes. We know that there's a lot of factors that go into it these days. Of course, I'm sure you're aware the national media, they got these crystal balls and stuff. It's looking like that team up north's got the lead right now. We are praying the Buckeyes swoop in, take that thing back, man, and you become a Buckeye. But either way, man, no matter where you go, we know you're going to succeed, man. Keep your head on straight, dude, and we'll be looking forward to that date. And we'll be watching your announcement, and we hope it's good news for the good guys, man. But we surely appreciate you coming on here, dude. We know you got a super busy schedule, man, and excited for Buckeye Nation to get to know you as a person and a football player. That's our goal here. So, you got any final words for Buckeye Nation, Deuce?
I appreciate y'all having me. I appreciate the Buckeye Nation. The love from y'all is unreal. And go Buckeyes.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
Amen, brother.
get with your principal and let them know like they gotta stay
Uh-huh.
on top of you.
Yeah, you know my principal was a Buckeye too.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
the whole school.
yeah.
I was
My
We
wearing my Ohio State gear, and all I kept getting was OHs from everybody. Everybody.
my it's my principal is a Buckeye, and my athletic trainer was a former
AD.
Buckeye. So the Buckeyes be all around me. So
And it seems like it's God's plan, man. God just telling you, hey, here's the alley. It's time for you to come down and LeBron James that thing and just go ahead and fill it up at Columbus. You told Edric you was gonna have a six-pack when you got to Columbus. So we're looking
mhm.
forward to seeing you in that scarlet and gray, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, for sure. We appreciate you, Deuce, and we'll hopefully get you on in the future sometime. We'll see how things play out, but have a good day, brother. OH.
Oh, IO.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Again, another fantastic kid that Ohio State is recruiting. Listen, Buckeye fans, I know it's rough. It's not looking good for Landon Barnes. Not looking good for KJ Ford as of right now. Things can change, but I'm not going to hop on that train of everything's falling apart. I will say that the defensive end is looking like an area that the Buckeyes need to figure something out as far as bringing in that high school talent goes. So they got some good pickups in the portal. I like our defensive line class right now, but there's something there missing, right, with the defensive ends and high school talent. I would say the same about left tackle, right? Because you got, I would say, the two most sought after, hardest, rarest positions in college football: left tackle, defensive end. I think those are, you can probably throw defensive tackle in there, but I think defensive end is more of a rare body type, player type. And we got Sam Greer, an Ohio kid. Bowen killed it there, and we got him in the fold. Kari Wilder, big time defensive end player, but we'll see how things play out, right? I have confidence in this Buckeye staff. Mello, anything to add?
No, I agree with you. Defensive end is really tough. I know someone was asking, can Deuce play edge? Deuce could play anywhere, but he's not that's not his strong position. He's more of a three tech. He's 6'2", so edge guys, you kind of want like that 6'5" type of length for disruption reasons. But yeah, I agree with everything Dev said. DN and left tackle are the two hardest positions. They're probably the two most expensive positions outside of quarterback to get at a high school as well. So that's something you have to factor in. But I trust the coaching staff. I trust Pantoni and Bjork to get this right and to right the ship. So just pay attention and have patience. Patience is a virtue. It's not easy to do.
Yeah. And to just put it bluntly, right? Those teams out there that are paying the team up north, rivalry or no rivalry, right? Paying what they're paying to recruits is pure desperation. Like it's as desperate as they come. So I wouldn't trade places with them or USC or any other team. I just would not. I would not want to be in their shoes right now because the fact that the only way they're and listen, people are going to get in the comments, oh, he's coping, oh, that's fine. If you want to say that, that's fine. It doesn't bug me whatsoever. I just go by the facts, right? And if you have to pay a high school kid $2 million in order for them to pick your school, that's desperation. Like, I don't know what other way you put it. And the Buckeyes are a lot of things, but desperate, they are not. Good luck to you guys in that. There's a different route to go about this. I like the Buckeyes route. I like the route they are choosing to operate. They have morals and ethics that they stand by. They want to raise these kids. They want these kids to become men the right way on and off the football field. So even in that, even in the structure that they pay these players, they are trying to teach them a very valuable life lesson. So everything about this Buckeye culture, this Buckeye program is geared towards making these players successful on and off the field, successful at life. So even in that, there's a lesson to be learned, right, with that money that they're giving them. So we'll see, man. I got confidence that we'll get this thing worked out, figured out. A long way to signing day, so we'll see what the Buckeyes do, man. I think they're going to surprise some people. Mello, you got any final thoughts, man, before we get off here?
Absolutely. Thank you guys for joining us. Thanks once again to Deuce for hopping on with us. We've been working on this thing for months. It's been obviously being that highly valued. It's hard to get a kid on that's that committed to so many different things, so many different moving parts. But I appreciate him reaching out to us and scheduling this with us. And shout out to Devin for everything he's doing for the channel. And thank you guys for joining us.
Yeah, no doubt. We appreciate you guys, man. So one day this week, so we got Luke Fahey, right? He's coming on, trying to get him on tomorrow, Wednesday or something. So we're hoping he's gonna be a Buckeye. He's gonna commit to the Buckeyes. We're gonna get him on here so you guys get to know him. He's gonna be on before his commitment. A lot of other good shows planned, but one show we're gonna do this week is we got some updates concerning the Scum, the team up north, the penalties that are coming their way, some updates that are going on inside of their program. It is news. They are a rival, and it's not looking good for them. There's some really bad stuff coming down the pipe for them, and we're going to update you guys on that sometime this week. That's going to be a really fun show, so stay tuned for that. Hit that alert bell, subscribe if you already haven't. Go check us out, the Buckeye Boys, man. We stream on Scoop and we stream on our channel. So go over there and check our channel out if you haven't already. But on that note, we appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Go Buckeyes. OH.
IO.